Welcome to this crash course on marketing. Now, I know as a sales agency, most of your focus is going to be on the sales process, right? Taking a lead to a book call to cash collected. But in order for you to have good leads and make your sales process almost seamless and easy for your prospect or customer to follow, you need to know which marketing your clients are doing. Even as a sales rep or a closer, you need to know what kind of marketing the business you're selling for is doing so you can better capitalize on it. In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know, a big marketing 101 crash course, and knowing the different types of marketing and the results each type of marketing brings in. You'll know the type of prospects you're talking to. Even if you're a sales agency, you'll know the type of prospects your closers or your sales team is talking to for your clients. My name is Baaz Virk. I run revenuegrowth.io. We're a sales agency where we build and manage sales processes and sales teams for 7 and 8 figure service-based businesses. And early this year in 2024, we also started partnering with sales reps in multiple different verticals so we can serve more clients and make a lot of money together. That being said, if you're a closer or sales rep that's already crushing it, please reach out to me, either email or DM. I'd love to partner with you. That being said, subscribe, like, share, all that good noise. Let's dive in. A crash course in marketing, especially if you're in sales and you're a sales rep or closer, you're going to love this, or if you're starting a sales agency. So there's 3 types of basic marketing approaches, right? When we're talking about online businesses and paid advertisements and all that good stuff. You have demand, leads, and direct response. Okay, and I'm going to break each one down. And again, if you're selling for a company, they're probably doing one of these. Again, I'm not talking about organic outbound sales or anything like that. This is just more geared towards paid marketing. So first and foremost, generating demand for an offer. The goal here usually is brand awareness, right? Someone that wants to, I'm sure if you've ever seen like Instagram ads where it says visit profile, that is a demand generating campaign. And it's brand awareness. What this does is gives you a long-term perspective. You're trying to build a brand where 5 years from now, you're going to have something to show for it. It also allows you to build relationships with every single one of your followers or anything like that. The long-term perspective also allows you for a larger or wider target audience, right? Let's say you start selling, for example, sales training, and you're making brand around sales. 5 years from now, it could be in a different vertical. But because of the fact you've been building this thing for the past 5 years, focused around sales, you can start adding marketing. You can do sales for pharmaceuticals, solar, so on and so forth. You have a wider brand. Building relationships and basically means you're educating your market, ideally via content, right? You're building a brand. If you're not building a brand online, what are you doing? But educating your market is a big thing, and that builds trust. It builds relationships. The challenges with demand generation, it's a much longer sales cycle, right? Because you're not asking for anything immediate in return. You're not asking, click here, do this, X, Y, Z. It's just people following you. 6 months from now, they might end up clicking on something. We actually had someone enroll in one of our offers, and this person was a lead back in like January. We're in August now, and nothing. They just showed up out of nowhere, and then boom, 10K. But it's a longer sales cycle. But brand awareness is almost like that invisible hand. And then the attribution and difficulty with tracking is very tough to track. Demand, right? It's very tough to track which follower, let's say you're doing on IG, which follower came which day and turned into a lead and turned into a book call, and how much is it costing you per book call, and how much is it costing you per lead, so on and so forth. It's very tough, right? And how many of those you're actually converting into your clients is very tough, but it's a more long-term play. So that's demand generation. Next, we have lead gen, right? Lead gen is basically we're capturing data. The 97-3 rule applies. So 97% of your market is usually in nurturing mode. Anyone that you're advertising to, and 3% are usually in the buy now mode, meaning they're actively looking for the solution that you have to sell. So remember that those are big numbers. 97% are not looking for what you're offering. So when you have, most people not wanting to buy your thing, that's a norm, right? So we still want to capture their data, the 97%. We still want to capture their data. We just don't want it to go to waste. And this lead generation is focused on conversion, right? This is a more targeted approach. If I'm targeting sales reps, that's it. It's not a wide audience. If I'm targeting, I don't know, beauty salon owners, that's all I'm targeting, right? It brings you more qualified leads. This is lower in volume, but it's going to bring you in more qualified leads because you're generating. It goes from opt-in, you're giving them something in return, and then if they want to see this or have it implemented in their business, they can reach out to you and then they become a lead. So it's a more qualified lead, right? And then the benefits of this, again, shorter sales cycle for the people that do become leads, and then they have measurable results. How many people did we market to? What's the CPM? CTR, CPL, cost per book call, cost per call shown, cost per cash per call taken. Like everything is trackable here, right? The challenges with this, again, I don't want to go into this in depth on the challenges on marketing and creating ads and winning creatives, but these are some of the challenges. Consistency, right? If you have a winning ad, first of all, it's very hard to find your winning ad. Not very hard, but it's semi-difficult to find your winning ad. Once you find it, you got to ram it, right? Like as much as possible, put as much ad spend you can behind it. And for that to work, you also need to have a bulletproof offer and you have to make it work consistently, which is very tough. There's something called ad fatigue, which eventually kicks in. For some, it's 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, then you have to re-record. I record every month. Ads have to be recorded every month. Winning ads, we ram. The losers, we take out. And usually most of your ads are going to be losers. So again, I don't want to get into that much here, but that's basically lead generation. And then you have direct response. Basically, you're asking someone to take immediate action. You ever seen those ads, XYZ or you don't pay, click the link, book a call. That is direct response. The good stuff about direct response is highly measurable, right? It's predictable scalability. The scalability, this is also, it's not helping your brand, right? That's the downside I think it has. It's not, this brings you more leads, but less conversions, right? Because it's enticing people more on the front end marketing side rather than the marketing process and sales process side. So this scalability is still there and it's good for quick cash and quick deals, and it's good for short term or you immediately need some sort of cash influx. It doesn't really help you on brand building because most of these people, you're asking direct response. They don't care who you are. They just want to get that result that you promised them on the ad and that guarantee. And in my opinion, usually not the best type of clients, but you do need to have this mixed into your marketing. The challenges with this is audience is very resistant. Why? Because everyone is making these claims, right? We will double your revenue, or you get your money back, or you don't pay, or whatever it is, right? And all that is just your competition. Everyone is targeting the same type of people, right? Everybody's trying to target coaches and consultants and all this other stuff. Everybody is, and that whole audience of coaches and consultants, I'm just using that as an example. It's become very resistant, right? Because everyone is promising the same thing and 99% are failing at delivering that same thing. And I try to tell people this: client acquisition isn't the hard part. The hard part is actually delivering what you promised. The fulfillment is usually tough, especially true when you have a sales agency. So how to decide which one you got to pick, which one you want to pick? What you have to do is, one, figure out time. Do you have time to build a brand? To do content every day like this? Do you have that time? Can you make that time? Do you need immediate cash flow? Like you need a cash influx, you need some deals coming ASAP. Would you rather focus on more leads and have, be more reliant on your sales reps to be able to convert higher? Or would you rather have more conversions, like less amount of calls, but just higher conversions? And that you can, add or remove friction in your sales process, in your marketing process, so on and so forth. So this is basically a quick crash course on marketing. If you're selling on an offer, I promise you they're doing one of these. If you're running a sales agency, get your client to do one of these. Ideally, as a sales agency, you want to focus on the latter two. The brand, again, it's not immediate return, but as a sales agency, we want to see immediate return because we get paid off the returns. So let's focus on these two as a sales agency. And that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.